Hello everyone. During my teenage years, my biggest problem was my need for constant pleasure, constant release. More specifically, what I'm referring to in this video is porn, social media, like in terms of like sexualized content. I just need a constant release. And those of you that are currently experiencing this, you know how it makes you feel. You feel like you're being buried alive. You just can't get out of this situation you're in, this constant loop. And I'm here to tell you guys, when you get hold of this, everything else falls into place. And I absolutely promise you that. When I first got onto this whole nofap thing and I really figured it out, not that it was a light bulb moment, it took a very long time. Hopefully it won't for you. For the first week, I was still like eating junk food and stuff. I was still on social media, but like that just miraculously seemed to sort itself out. And when I control my lust, and the reason I think this is because when you understand why these urges occur and why we go for that release, you will understand why nofap is such an important thing. So the reason I think this is because you get the urge, right? But it's more than that. So let's say I'm just sat here by myself and I am very lonely. I don't have much female presence in my life. I'm really lonely, right? So I get that feeling, and instead of sitting there healing and dealing with it, you know what I do? I cope and I scroll on Instagram. Okay, she's got a fat ass. And then suddenly you're like, okay, fuck it. Your brain goes numb, so I don't care. The dopamine's going crazy. You've actually literally sat there, typed in Pornhub, and you just sat there for fucking 10 minutes doing your thing, getting that quick release. And after, your dopamine dips even further and you're like, fuck, why did I do that? I've done so well. Been to the gym today. I've eaten really clean. Okay, why don't I go fucking open the fridge, get a pizza, you know? So it is just covering up that feeling. And as you guys know, on this channel, I talk about how that dread is such a good thing and you can use it in such an effective way. But instead, you decide to just cover it up, bottle that up, and it just gets worse and worse each time. It compounds like anything else, guys. So it is such a bad thing. I'm here to tell you guys, when you get a hold of your sexual discipline, everything else will fall into place. Not overnight, but over time, everything just gets better and better and better, you know? Just to give you an example, when I first got to like the 50-day mark, I remember being at a bar job I was at, and like, I would never do this. This girl that I'd known for a few months, I was flirting with her. Like this sounds like a bit of a cringy, silly example, but this for me back then was such a huge thing. I was just flirting with her behind the bar like it was nothing. Like, bearing in mind I'd known this girl for a very long time, and yeah, I asked for her Instagram and we got to know each other really well, and it was just something out of nowhere, and I just found a different part of me was unlocked. I could actually truly be myself. I could hold eye contact with girls. I could approach girls. These are all things that I could not do when I was constantly watching porn. Even small things like having a conversation with the guy in the gym. And now I'm so far into this whole sexual discipline thing. I have no issues speaking to anyone. I could walk into a cafe, have a 20-minute conversation. I could see a beautiful girl and instantly I'll have a conversation with her. That is not scary for me. That feels good. I enjoy talking to people. And that is all because I've reframed my mindset around sex, and I've got a whole grip of it. I'm a lot more emotionally intelligent because of it. Every area in my life has improved because of this. And like, as you guys know, like, you get a lot more dopamine, like, just from like how you feel. You'll know this just from experiencing it. You feel a lot better when you get that release than when you eat junk food. I'm sure you can admit that, right? So that is why I think getting on semen retention for a while, like maybe like porn isn't even your thing, but maybe you're out sleeping around at nightclubs on weekends, which is also something that I've done myself, and it's just unfulfilling. But yeah, I would say, guys, the best thing you can do if you're just really not where you want to be in life right now is getting on semen retention for 100 days. They say don't track the days, but 100 days, I think you can make a lot of growth in that time. So that's my advice for you guys. Get on SR for a little while, 100 days. And bearing in mind, I just want to kill this limiting belief for you. You could go 1,000 days without any form of release. You will only see health benefits. As much as doctors like to tell you that it decreases your chance of prostate cancer, you're not going to get prostate cancer from not watching porn. You're only going to see benefits to your testosterone, even though doctors say otherwise. That is from experience, by the way. I get blood work done, and I have seen drastic improvements from my testosterone. Granted, I go to the gym and stuff, I do take supplements, I eat a lot of fat, but I mean, that's another thing I've added, and my testosterone's going up, so why am I going to question what is working? But that's my advice for you guys. No fap, semen retention, whatever you want to call it, sexual discipline is the number one thing young guys need to do to fix their life. And don't worry about anything else. Just worry about removing this one thing. Don't add anything before you remove the cancers in your life, guys. And you're going to see some fantastic results. And also, just as an additional point, when you get extreme amounts of dopamine, a lot of the time, it inhibits your brain's ability to actually think, to actually be conscious. You'll know this because when you eat loads of food, for example, you just get brain fog. It's the same with watching porn, and it's linked to dopamine. So when you get rid of this huge instant gratification activity out of your life, you will find that you can think, because a lot of you guys do not have an information problem, you have a thinking problem. So when you actually get rid of this thing in your life, you'll find after a couple of days, you're actually going to be able to think a lot better. And then you're gonna have a point where, okay, well, I don't really need to watch a YouTube video. How about I just start right now? Why don't I just start eating eggs, good food right now? This is literally what happened for me. And when I started SR, literally 2 weeks in, I wasn't perfect at first. I was just making much better decisions. And I got to a point where I was eating clean 100% of the time, and I was cutting social media out. There's a bit of a paradox though. I do understand that if you've not removed social media, but you're trying to be on semen retention, you're going to get triggers. So maybe it's something to do hand in hand. But yeah, well, that's just something to think about. You're an intelligent guy. I'm not here to tell you step by step what to do with your life. I'm just here to give you information. But this is absolutely something you can adopt. Well done, guys. Keep smashing it. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to message me on Instagram if you've got any questions.